Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here today. So we're the Earth Stories team. Earth Stories was founded in late 2022 at Keele University, but it started to kind of take on a life form of its own. It's an international environmental film festival for people aged 14 to 25 years old. Now, before we begin talking a bit more, I just want to let everyone know that there is a live stream of the films today, but the audience won't be on it. It's just us and then the films that are appearing. So we've got a QR code here. If you'd like to scan it, I know some of you already have, it will take you to our link tree where you can find our Instagram, our Facebook and our YouTube account. We had our main event day back in April this year. It was on Earth Day, April 22nd. And in that day, we held it at the Mitchell Arts Centre in Hanley. Some of you may know that if you're from around the local area. We awarded all of our filmmakers, the filmmakers that were deserving of the awards, best film, runner-up. We had 5 international categories and also a Keele category. So we had animation, experimental, Liam, the 5 categories: animation, experimental, fiction, and then young film and documentary. So it is predominantly for people aged 14 to 25 years old, and the Young Film Award was for students aged between the ages of 14 and 16. The whole idea behind Earth Stories is to give young people a platform to articulate their concerns about the environment and the climate crisis. It's something we feel is an increasingly important thing to do. We've had a lot of interest in the local area and internationally, so there is clearly an appetite for environmental film. Over the past 2 years, we've had over 4,000 films submitted to us from over 118 countries across the world. So Earth Stories is gaining momentum and it is growing. Shall I hand over to you now, Liam, to introduce... Oh, Ben, sorry. Ben is just going to talk to you a little bit about the situation we've got going on up here, and then Liam's going to start introducing the films for you. So I hope you enjoy.
Right, yes, so as you probably noticed, we have a bike here. And as you might also notice, it has no brakes. So this bike is not used for just riding to, school or anything. It's actually used to power this here generator, which connects up to the projector. Now, due to technical difficulties, we aren't able to properly show it today. So we just got it on show. Due to its specialization, the bike alone costs about £4,000. I don't think that includes any of the extra kit you need. So, as I said, normally there's a cable that runs from the back of the bike to there. And so when this back wheel spins, it powers the cable, which feeds into there. Now, you need to get a certain amount of amps into it before the projector will actually turn on. I think it's about 14. So, due to this being self-contained and not using any of the mains power, it's quite eco-friendly, which is why we wanted to show it off today, as it's part of our message saying we want the Earth to be greener and better. So bikes like these have been used in proper productions in places such as the New Vic Theatre nearby to power their lights and stuff for their productions. Hopefully, there'll be more affordable in the future, used more so that we won't have to rely as much on mains power, but of course, they've still got to use human power to actually produce the power, which then brings the limitations of how many people do we need at the same time to power a decent production. And I think that's just about it. I would show it off, but as I said, it's a technical problem. It effectively rides as a normal bike, but with just a bit more oomph in it. So I'm now going to hand over to the Assistant Director, Liam.
Thank you, Ben. Yeah, so now we're going to screen some of the actual films that were submitted in the film festival and won some awards. Our first film will be Throwaway Living. It was submitted into our fiction category and did win Best Fiction Film for our second year.
Oh, hi there. Did you think I was doing dishes? I hate doing dishes. But thanks to my new plastic tableware, I don't even have a sink anymore. That's right, ladies. No more sweating over a pile of your granny's heirloom silverware. Just use once and toss away. I use plastic for every single meal of every single day, including late-night snacks and after-school milk. That's countless plates, forks, knives, and cups simply trashed.
Now you might be wondering, at what cost?
Practically none. I get 100 of these sets for just $2.99. And if you think that's something, just you wait. Plastic is soon to dominate every aspect of modern living. For example, instead of using old-fashioned wax paper, I use plastic to wrap all my food for myself, my husband, and my 11 children. And instead of using those yucky caveman-era diapers, I use ones that are single-use, disposable, and most importantly, plastic. No more mess from your baby. I could just wrap my whole child in plastic. And the best part? Plastic is forever. It doesn't decompose, so it'll never go away. Just think, a whole world where everything, and I mean everything, is made of this incredible material. Our homes, our clothes, our hair, it could be as common as air. So buy into plastic today to ensure our children grow up in a plastic world.
Hello?
I'm watching you.
What?
I'm watching you on the telly. The plastics ad. I'm all about this stuff. Had a pesky bug problem, but I sealed up my windows, doors, and vents with cellophane, and it did the trick.
Well, that's quite
Inventive! See, the possibilities are as endless as the plastic itself.
Hello? Hello? It's me. It's me. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello, I can't hear you. Have you used plastic to wrap your sandwiches
Listen,
yet?
I'm from the future. You're from the future. We're doomed.
The future? Well, that explains the spotty connection. It's a long way to come
Listen,
from.
You got sent there to reverse the plastics catastrophe. It's everywhere. It's in our oceans, it's in our food, it's devastated the whole planet. It's too late for us. You can still change things in the past. There's no hope.
Well, ladies, you heard it from the future herself. Plastic is here to stay.
So now we're going to go on to our next film, I Love Trashes, which is submitted from an international person, and this will now showcase just how broad of an audience and filmmakers we have that are entwined into our film festival, because there's such a big just range of films that are submitted, and we're going to show ones that are child friendly, a bit more serious. So on to our next film.
William, that this film you have to require you to watch the screen because there's words as subtitles.
Oh, of course, yeah. So I Love Trashes is in a different language, so there will be subtitles.
예쁘다. 너무 예쁘다. 예쁘다. 너무 예쁘다. 진짜 완벽해. 내 야들야들하고 윤기 나는 꼬리 좀 봐. 최고지?
아, 내 비늘 빛깔 좀 봐. 현란하지 않니?
예쁘다. 예쁘다. 너무 예쁘다. 진짜 사실 것 같아. 닮고 싶어. So beautiful. I ever seen.
정말 예쁘다.
어머, 팔다가 너였니? 네 둔탁하게 생긴 등껍질 때문에 그냥 옆에 있는 돌멩인 줄 알았잖아. 크크.
못생겼다고 무시당하다니. 나는 왜 잘난 게 하나도 없을까? 나도 아름다운 지느러미 갖고 싶다. 머리야.
어쩜 저렇게 멋있는 헤어스타일은 처음 봐. 여태껏 본 적 없는 패션이야. 무언가 야성미가 느껴져. So beautiful I ever seen.
안녕? 너는 누구야? 나랑 친구할래? 같이 콘테스트 보러 가자.
예쁜 물고기 콘테스트. 새로운 패셔니스타들을 소개합니다. 참가번호 1번, 숨막히는 매력의 소유자 비닐 물고기. 참가번호 2번, 우리의 마음을 쭉 빨아들인 빨대 물고기. 참가번호 3번, 바다의 이달아 달따기.
사랑해요.
과연 이번 컨테스트의 우승자는 달따기. 축하해요. 축하해요.
그렇게 될 줄 알았어. 사랑해요. 여기 좀
오, 영광입니다. 제가 이런 상을 받게 될 줄.
And the next one is a little Scottish film. I wonder why I've got some bias on that. It's a beautiful little film made by a 19-year-old from Edinburgh who was studying at the Edinburgh School of Art. It's called Send Kill.
Logging onto the Ocean Explorer, mission number 1.
Here I am on the coast, ready to discover the creatures beneath the sea. Hello? Where are all you creatures hiding? Shh! Calling for mission backup. Huh? I'm going to name you Scout. You're amazing. Grey seals like you can stay underwater for around 45 minutes and dive up to 300 meters. That's the length of the tallest building in London. Also, your big eyes and sensitive hearing makes you excellent at hunting. You know, Scout, kelp is very good for our planet. They're the underwater trees, absorbing lots and lots of harmful carbon dioxide. Kelp has to have sunlight for survival. They grow in shallow waters where sunlight can reach the seabed. My book says UK is home to 7 kelp species. Here we have oarweed, cuvee, sugar kelp, and dabberlocks. It's okay, Scout. The sharks we have in the UK aren't scary. They're beautiful. Look. Plus, they need all the help they can get. They're becoming more and more endangered. We are now going to somewhere even more magic. The seagrass plains. Okay, Scout, we have to go now.
So our next film that we're going to be showing is a film called Before that was submitted by someone from Slovakia, and it is an incredible little piece.
Tay, paano po? Tulungan ko na po kayo magbuhat.
Kain ng mga anak.
Wow! Ang sarap ng ulam! Ha? Sino po yung tay?
Thanks for the ride. What's up guys, it's your boy Kalis here. Welcome to another video. Today we're here on a tropical remote island. You guys won't believe how gorgeous this place is. Just look at the fine white sand around me and the crystal clear ocean. Oh wait, apparently we're not alone. Hi guys, come here. Don't be afraid. Come join me. Hello guys, I really had fun in this place, even just for a day. Come experience it in person and don't worry, the locals are very friendly here. Follow me for more adventures and see you on my next video. Ciao!
Paalam kuya! Paalam! Kuya, tingnan mo. Talo ka kuya, nauna ako.
Hoy mga bata, bawal na kayo dito ah. Magsiuwi na nga kayo. Mga malas sa negosyo.
Tara Toto, maghanap tayo ng pwedeng gamitin natin dito. Kuya, gusto ko yun oh. Aray! Hala Toto. Sandali lang. Oo yan. Okay na ba? Sige, uwi na tayo. Anong oras kaya makakauwi si tatay? Ha?
Hoy, Toto! Hindi ko pa kayo hinahanap. Saan ba kayo nagpupunta? Ano nangyari sa inyo? Ano nangyari kay Toto?
Nakaapak po siya ng bubog kanina. Nasaan po ba si tatay?
Nasa bagong pinasukang trabaho pa ni anak. Tara, umuwi na tayo. Uuwi na rin ang tatay niyong maya-maya.
Ganda na sweldo mo. O pakiayos muna lahat bago ka umuwi. Bigay bukas ulit.
Mano po, tatay? Tay, si Toto nga po pala, na-aksidente po kanina.
Ha? Ano nangyari? Toto anak, kamusta ka na? Kamusta na yung paa mo? Nay, ano bang nangyari?
Napalayo sila kasi mahal. Hindi ko na namalayan na nandoon na pala sila sa dulo. Nakita ko na lang ni buhat-buhat ni Andoy si Toto nung hanapin ko.
Sa susunod, mag-iingat na kayo ha. Wala palagi dito si tatay. O anak, gutom ka na ba?
Tay, wala na ba putulan nun dati?
Is this the last one you?
Yeah, it will be. So for our last film, it's going to be one that won Best Jury Award in our first year, and it is called Interbeing.
In isolation, we do not feel as if we really exist all the way.
Now in terms of climate change, scientists across the world are now achieving this version that if we continue to push the global temperature 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, wildfires like the ones we see in Europe this year will become more frequent, more deadly, and will appear in more parts of the world.
The latest IPCC report shows that countries have been failing to commit to their emission targets, and so risk climate catastrophe if drastic reduction in 2019, Australia saw its most destructive heat wave. In the summer of 2022, devastating.
When we cut ourselves off from any aspect of nature, other people, we create a wound, we create a cutoff. And this is painful. If you condition everything on some notion of bigness defined by whatever metrics, then you're going to skip over all of the small things. None of them on their own actually make sense. What does it matter? One bottle difference. It's still happening whether or not I contribute to it. What difference does it make? No, I'm just subtracting one plastic bottle from an enormous trash heap. In the story of separation, there's no good answer for that. So we have to have another reason besides some conception of bigness. not because I've done some calculation that this is going to save the world, but because it's a different kind of relationship with the beings around me. Interbeing is more of an understanding that we are a relationship, that my very existence depends or draws from or includes your existence. In the story of interbeing, the future of humanity is to return to that relationship to nature and to all beings and to all human beings too, to fall in love with the world. Its well-being is my well-being.
So that will be our last film for today, but I do thank you all for coming. Like, I can say with full confidence that this is only a small sample of the amazing films that we have been sent through. And like, I would just like to say that people that are watching on the live stream and here today, you can find us on Instagram or YouTube that has loads more of our films on it, and all with the same name, Earth Stories Film Festival. I'll now pass on to Emily to have some closing words.
Just before we go, I was wondering if there was any questions that anybody had about the films or about the festival. We'd be more than happy to answer them. There's no pressure. Yep.
Hi, Emily. One of the questions is, do participants who have to get involved have to have any prior experience of filmmaking before they can submit?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and one we actually get a lot, because there's a bit of kind of people get worried about submitting films, but absolutely not. A lot of us who are on the film festival haven't actually got experience of making films necessarily, but we are looking at them from a perspective that is incorporating ideas about the environment and climate change, and whether we think it's it's a good film. You don't have to have any experience. My degree is in English literature, so I'm not a media student, not a film student, and those submitting films, you are going to be judged on, how kind of good the film is, but it's not massively technical. It's more about the narrative and the story that's being portrayed that's the most important. So yeah, for all those submitting, you don't have to. And on that note, when we open our next iteration of the festival, our third festival, it begins on September the 9th this year, and you can find our page on Film Freeway. If you go to our link tree, or you just search Earth Stories Keele, you'll find all the information about the upcoming festival and how to submit and where to submit. So if there's anyone that you know that you think might be interested in getting involved in this, then that's the first place to go to.
Emily, would it be worth just to reinforce what Emily's saying, but I think we should show you another film that shows how how simple the mechanisms of putting together a film are.
Yeah.
And this is a film that's made by 7 and 8 year olds, but was obviously looked after by some adults in the Netherlands.
Yeah, it's very short and it gets the message across very, very quickly. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a really short, simple message. And all of our films are judged mainly on the idea that do they have a call to action? Do they make you, the audience, the receiver, want to change your behaviour, want to do something different in order to improve our environment, in order to make a difference to the world? So yeah, I think that's everything from us today. If you haven't scanned this, it will take you to our link tree, so you can find our social media channels, all the information about the film festival. But thank you for coming, and thank you for watching the films. We hope you enjoyed it, and do keep your eyes out for any more information about the festival, because it's growing.
When is the next festival? We can invite everybody now.
So it's the 27th of March next year. Again, it's at the Mitchell Arts Centre in Hanley. We had hundreds of people join us in April just gone, and like I say, it's getting a lot of attention locally and of course internationally, but we are growing in the region as well. And this year we've actually expanded our Keele category, so it's no longer just a Keele category, but it's a local filmmaker category. So now if you're living in Staffordshire, Cheshire or Shropshire and you have something to say about the environment, about climate change, you can now submit a film to our film festival, which opens on the 9th of September. So thank you.
Thanks.